In 2013, Calendly launched to solve a single, narrow problem: scheduling. While legacy software suites struggled to maintain engagement across hundreds of disparate features, Calendly's hyper-focused approach fueled 700% year-over-year growth. This represents a broader shift, where single, specialized tools now regularly command valuations that dwarf the complex giants of the previous decade. This points to a counterintuitive rule in product development, famously championed by tech veteran Marty Kagan. If you want to build a successful product, you should almost never build exactly what your customers ask you to build. It sounds dismissive, but it's rooted in a psychological paradox. Humans are generally terrible at diagnosing their own underlying needs. We can point to a symptom, but we routinely misdiagnose the disease. This creates what builders call the vitamin trap. When surveyed, people consistently request features that sound highly rational. They ask for custom dashboards, better reporting, or a nice scheduling setting. They ask for vitamins, things that are objectively healthy and good to have. But vitamins lack the urgency required to drive a purchase. When it comes time to actually open their wallets, those same users will hesitate because skipping a vitamin carries no immediate, agonizing cost. To build a product that survives, leaders must look past requested features and analyze human behavior. Watch where users build clunky workarounds or experience friction. You stop building vitamins and you start looking for the painkiller. Our working memory has a strictly limited capacity. Every choice we make drains a tiny bit of that mental battery, pushing us closer to decision fatigue. Hicks' law states decision time increases logarithmically with every choice. Each new button compounds the cognitive load, creating severe mental overload. A successful solution collapses that chaos into a single straight path. This aligns with a framework known as jobs to be done. The premise is that people hire a product to relieve a specific psychological burden. Consider scheduling tools. Users hire the software to alleviate the social anxiety and power dynamics of endless back-and-forth emails required to book a meeting. The most lucrative products resolve invisible psychological friction. They provide value by clearing mental hurdles that mechanical functions alone cannot address. But psychological friction is invisible. To build a business around it, you must mathematically measure that pain. Opportunity scoring plots user data on a scatter graph. We plot outcome importance on the vertical axis and current satisfaction on the horizontal axis. The painkiller lives in the top left quadrant, representing tasks rated highly important, but where satisfaction is incredibly low. Finding a high-importance problem is a start, but you need a second variable: frequency. If a task is agonizing, but it only happens once a year, like filing your taxes, it's difficult to build a habitual product. High-intensity pain is useless for growth if users easily forget your product exists between uses. The ultimate target is the exact intersection of high-intensity frustration and daily repetition. Finding the right problem requires calculating the precise intersection of frustration and recurrence, providing a mathematical alternative to intuition. The Kano model maps shifting customer expectations. A feature starts in the positive zone as an unexpected delighter, creating joy. But joy decays. Eventually, the line crosses the axis. The thrill wears off and the feature normalizes into a basic expectation. Absent baseline features trigger active, intense frustration. This emotional response is far more severe than the mild annoyance felt when a delighter is missing. This specific, active frustration generates a customer's willingness to pay. It is the friction that forces a user to seek a cure. Successful teams map this entire landscape of frustration, the opportunity space, before a single line of code is written or a solution is designed. They run potential ideas through a strict checklist. Does solving this delight the user, create a hard-to-copy advantage, and enhance overall margins? Real product leadership is the practice of diagnosing human behavior. By falling in love with friction-filled problems instead of shiny solutions, you guarantee a market that is eager to pay for the cure.